Let's read all the terminal entries in Ultrakill. Enemy 1000-THR Earthmover. Type Supreme Machine. Data: Earthmovers were the pinnacle of the arms race, often called the horsemen of the apocalypse. It took only one to level an entire city and leave nothing but fire in its wake. The last era of the final war had begun. The first machines, large enough to house a shield generator. These walking fortresses could only be made vulnerable from within, making them the new front lines for smaller, more mobile machines. Due to their colossal size, they required both blood and solar power to function. When the final era escalated, cleansing the world of fire, the surviving civilians were forced to evacuate and build new homes on the backs of these machines, as the surface became an inhospitable wasteland where no flora or fauna could flourish. Eventually, the soot, smoke, and decay from unending global war would blot out the sun, casting the world into the long night, and Earthmovers, unable to feed on sunlight, shut down and died out one by one. War had become entirely dependent on them. Large-scale conflict was no longer feasible. Finally, mankind started to work together to reverse the effects of the long night climate catastrophe, and so began the new peace. 200 years of war for its own sake ended, not with a bang, but with utter silence. At the brink of despair, the planet would slowly learn to breathe once more, and the corpses of these titans would serve as a stark reminder of just how close mankind was to an apocalypse by their own hand. Strategy: each part of the security system is immobile, making them very vulnerable to attacks that would otherwise easily miss, such as freeze-frame rockets. Some of the gaps in the main computer room's defense grid are too high up for a normal jump, but the elevated edges of the room can be used to get higher. More adept movers may instead jump immediately after a ground slam to gain enough height.